This is all about that warehouse, that paper towel and toilet paper warehouse that caught on fire. I did a video saying that this is not the way you enact change, that you aren't going to get any of the change that you want by lighting a warehouse on fire. This person came in and said, "You're wrong. I could tell you why, but you're a company man, and it would just be a waste of time." That sounds like a cop-out to me. Explain it to me. First and foremost, what do you mean by I'm a company man? I mean, I said in the video I don't shed a tear for the company NFI that had their warehouse lost, and I don't shed a company for whatever company had their product in that warehouse. NFI is a warehouse that houses all kinds of different products from all kinds of different people. And given the fact that it was toilet paper and paper towels, there is a very high chance that that product was owned by the Koch brothers. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the ultra right-wing billionaire brothers, the Koch brothers, who fund right-wing politicians, but their biggest source of fortune, their biggest source of income is they own, I don't know what the number is, it's like 80 to 85% of all of the paper towels and toilet paper products sold in America, or maybe in North America, whatever. So I'm not shedding a tear for them, but I don't understand what you mean by I'm a company man. So that's the first thing I would like an explanation on. But then let's get into the rest of it. You said I'm wrong. So what am I wrong about? Don't cop out and say it would be a waste of time. Explain it to me. Let's go through the things that we want to see changed, right? We want to see a livable wage in this country. That's really what this whole thing is about. This guy filmed himself setting this warehouse on fire and said, "You should have paid us enough to live." Is this incident going to cause Congress to pass a piece of legislation that gives us a livable wage? No, it's not. This one incident is not going to do it. Is that company, NFI, going to start paying their employees a living wage, more money, whatever the case may be? No, they're not. Are the people who lost their job as a result of this warehouse being burned down going to get jobs today? Probably not. Is the guy who burned the warehouse down, is he going to get a livable wage, a better pay? No, he's going to prison. He's done. He's going to prison, and he's in debt the rest of his life. Every dime he makes for the rest of his existence is going to go to that company. So what are we going to get? How do we enact change by burning warehouses down? I mean, you're telling me I'm wrong by saying this is not the way to go about doing it. Tell me what change is going to come about from this. Because here's the only change I see that's going to come about from this. After that warehouse and that company that owned all of that product file their insurance claims, NFI is going to probably rebuild that warehouse, only it's going to be completely automated. So fewer people are going to be working. Less people are going to be employed. That was a warehouse where people had to do the jobs. And NFI could have spent the money it would take to automate it at some point in time, but they hadn't yet. Now that they're going to rebuild it, it's probably going to be rebuilt with automation, costing people their jobs. Meanwhile, the price of toilet paper and paper towels is probably going to start to see a slight bump because of a contraction in product in that area. It's not going to last forever, but they're going to make up their money. Nobody's going to get an increased wage. Nobody's going to get more benefits. Nobody's going to get that lost their job is going to get a job real soon. So what? How am I wrong? How are you enacting change by lighting warehouses on fire? And let me just put a little PS on this, if I could, please. You referred to me as a company man. I am somebody that has owned a few different companies in my life. I own a couple of different companies right now. The last venture that we were in was trucking. As somebody that owned a company, as a company man, if my driver said to me, "You're not paying me enough," and lit my truck on fire in protest, I would file an insurance claim on that truck. That driver would go to prison. He wouldn't have a fucking job anymore. And when I got a new driver, I would pay that driver what I was paying that driver, which, by the way, was slightly above industry standard for our area. There would be no change. There would be it wouldn't cause me to get shocked into anything. I wouldn't be like, "Oh shit, I got to change because this one fucking lunatic lit my truck on fire." That's not how this shit works. So explain it. Don't cop out. Explain it to me.